Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Josh with Rev Hard Motors. Today we're going to be going over how to finance a JDM vehicle. So as you can imagine, we get the question quite often, how can you finance a JDM vehicle? So today we want to help you out with that. As you can imagine, the vehicles are a little bit different than your classic vehicle for a couple of reasons. One, typically from Japan and on the other side, and the VINs are different. And second, the cars are older. Most lenders only like to lend on cars 10 years and newer because of the appreciating-depreciating asset ratio. And so with the cars that we sell, there's a couple different ways to go. The first and primary way is to go through what's called a collector car lending program. Collector car lending programs typically offer a loan based on the vehicle being 25 years and older and having some collector value. The way that these loans work is you are required to get what's called a stated value insurance policy. So like with Hagerty or Grundy or someone like that, and you agree on a mutual agreed value. And so let's just say you have a R32 Skyline that's worth $65,000. The insurance company agrees at $65,000, you get the stated value policy. That way, if anything happens to the vehicle, there's a guarantee to the lender that there will be a value there. And so that's how that typically works. In order to obtain the stated value insurance policy, the only caveat is they do like you to be over 25 years of age. If you happen to be under 25 years of age, they will accept a cosigner in some cases. Contact us, we'd be happy to fill you in on the details. To get a classic car loan, they typically look for a 650 or better, some previous loan history, so like some type of previous auto loan, and typically 10% down. Now, if you're looking for a vehicle under 20 grand or right around that 20 grand or less mark, a lot of people choose to do what's called a personal loan. A personal loan is just a loan from a financial institution to you where they don't necessarily require the car or the vehicle as collateral to secure that loan. That's why it's called a personal loan. Some of the options that are common for a personal loan are your local credit union, which a lot of people already have an established relationship with. And one of the other ones that we use quite often is called Lightstream. And so those are some different options. The personal loan option really also works well for vehicles that might not be 25 yet. For example, let's say you wanted to buy a JZX100 Chaser that was later this year as a 1997. You can get a good deal on it now and you want to take advantage of that price appreciation when it becomes legal. You can secure a personal loan and that way you can secure the funds to get the vehicle here and stored before it becomes legal. As just a general rule of thumb, when you're financing a vehicle, the people who are looking at the loan are looking at a couple variables. They're looking at how long you've had credit, how much credit you've had, and how you treated that credit, how you repaid it. And so a lot of times we'll get someone in here that's maybe 19, 20 years old, has a 720 credit score. However, they have one credit card with a $300 limit. As a lender of a car, 25, 30, 40 grand, that's considerable more of a credit line. And so it's important not only to have a good credit score, but also some developed credit history. If you are looking for ways to develop credit history, we suggest going with a secured credit card, building up other loans, personal loans from your credit union to help build that credibility. One of the questions we often get asked is, I'd like to buy a car from another country, but I'd also like to finance it. Unfortunately, a lot of our lenders, or all the lenders, will not let you finance a vehicle until it is here landed on US soil. In order to help with that, we have a bridge program. So if it's something that we would normally stock for inventory, depending on the price point, we're going to require a 30 to 50% deposit. And then once the vehicle lands, we can secure the remainder of the financing. Of course, we'd like to get pre-approved before we do that. The other way we go is if we're looking for something that is very unique, that maybe only you have specific interest in and would sit here for a while, we do require that to be 100% paid up front. So if you're buying an R32 that we'd keep in stock, or maybe a Hilux Surf, we'll go ahead and do that depending on the price point at that 30 to 50%, and then the rest would be due when it comes in. So along with the financing of the vehicle is the insurance. So a lot of people ask us, what's the best route to go there? Well, it's the same kind of thing. You have conventional insurance and you have classic car insurance. If you're going to be driving the vehicle, less than 5,000 miles a year, it's a hobby car, we definitely recommend a classic car insurance program. It's a lot cheaper, typically $500, $600, $800 a year. We also have seen where you can add the vehicle to your standard insurance. The best luck that we've had is with Progressive. You have to tell them it's a non-conforming VIN, and typically you also have to do a stated value request with them as well to determine the value. And so contact an insurance broker, we can help you out with that. We have a wonderful gentleman that has contact with Grundy and Haggerty and all of it. American Collectors is also a good one. If you have any questions about how to insure the vehicle, shoot us a message. We'd always be happy to help. So to sum it all up, there's two major ways to finance a JDM vehicle. You have the classic loan route, you got the personal loan route. We're happy to help you with either. You need about a 650 or better credit score, 2 years of previous auto loan history, and typically a 10% down payment. And if you're trying to finance a vehicle that's still in Japan or another seas, we got you there too. 30 to 50% down, pre-approval up front. We'll finish the rest when it gets here. If you have any other questions, we'll be available. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in the next video.